beautiful guitar chords. खूब सुंदर guitar chords. बहुत सुंदर guitar chords. Any other language? Hey, what's up everyone? Souparna this side, and in today's video, I'm gonna give you some very beautiful, mellow and soulful and whatever other terms you wanna use chords, which I have learned when I started guitar, and these are my personal favorites. So stick with me in this video, and you're gonna get a heart attack by playing these chords because they are very beautiful, so to speak. So let's take a look at what these are. So here's our first mellow soulful chord. It's nothing, a very simple chord. It's a D major 7 chord. You hold a normal D major, and we just pull back every note. I mean of the second and the first string. So we are taking the first index finger and basically giving it some pain and barring the top 3 strings on the second fret, the G, B and the E, which is first, second and third on the second fret, and that gives us this ethereal chord. And this chord is like a heaven. For me it is and still is. And it sounds more clear and very nice when you arpeggiate the chordal tone. So here's our next ethereal chord, and this was the first beautiful chords I have ever played, I ever learned, because I didn't knew how chords were formed. I didn't know any theory back at the time when I was first starting out. So I was like, when I was just noodling around and I found this one, and I was like, oh my god, I invented a new chord, that's so good. And later on I realized, okay, that's nothing but a C power chord extended into some arpeggiating things. So but it sounds incredible for me, and still every time when I pick up the instrument I play this. So apart from that rant, which I do the most, please let's focus on the chords. So it's nothing, a C major type of a C power chord. We're just adding this C note on the G string. So this is the shape. My first finger is on the third fret of the A string, which is a C note, obviously the root, and my my third finger is on the fifth fret of the D string, and my pinky, the worst finger in the world, which I call in every video, I don't know why, is on the fifth fret of the G as well. So 3, 5, 5. And I'm just playing, and every other string is ringing out plain clearly, so it sounds like. So what you're gonna do next here is take your first finger, which is on the third fret of the A, and take it on the third fret of the E. After arpeggiate, if you are playing some kind of arpeggio like this, then it should sound like I'm doing it in a kind of a slow tempo. Please focus on this. Again. And you can play it at whatever speed or whatever form you like. You can do a hammer on, but this is the shape basically. This one, just moving the first finger. These two fingers remain same on the fixed. I mean on the fifth of the D and the G string respectively. And our first finger is just moving around like a maniac. And this sounds super good if you arpeggiate it one time at each. So. Here's our third beautiful chord. It's the same thing as the previous one. We're just moving the shape a half step. The previous shape we were in the third, fifth and the fifth. Now we're in the fourth, sixth and sixth. So fourth on the first finger on the fourth of the A string. Third and the fourth finger are on the sixth and the on the sixth fret of the D and the G string respectively. So we get this. A very beautiful chord. And the same thing, the previous one, what we are doing after arpeggiating a single chordal tone, we are just taking the first finger and moving it like a maniac on the third fret of the high E. So the previous one was this one, but now it's instead of the third on the high E string, we are now on the B string. We put our first finger on the B. So on the fourth fret. See how ethereal it is. So here's our fourth beautiful chord, and to be honest, this chord is a very tricky chord. It contains a huge name. So basically this chord is nothing. You're holding I basically use these two fingers because on the same fret, on the second fret of the same like length, this is kind of difficult and you're like blah like this. So I'm not like paralyzed or something like that. So apart from that, I'm using these two fingers, and it's nothing. It's second fret of the A string and second fret of the B on the second fret. So if you hold it like this, all the other strings are ringing as usual. You're just holding these two things. I guess you can see that. And this chord is like I can't find a term for that. Whenever I play this chord, it has a kind of a story to tell vibe like that. So it's a minor major 7 chord. So second fret on the A and second fret on the B, and you get a B flat major 7 6 9 sharp 11 chord. Yeah, very long name. So this is the chord. Here's our fifth beautiful chord. This chord is a D9, and it is a very good sounding chord, and it's nothing. Your middle finger or the FU finger is on the second fret of the E. Your third or the ring finger is on the second fret of the G as well, and your first finger is on the first fret of the B. So play all the strings, you get. So second on the E, second on the G, and first on the B. You can use other fingers, but I basically use this because it looks good. And so that was it for this video, and I've given you some basic soulful sounding chords, and make sure you practice them and play in as many ways as you can, which is possible for you. And if you have any queries related any part of guitar playing, please do comment it out below. I would appreciate that, and I'll make sure to make a video on that. If I wouldn't approach to make a video, I'll surely reply it. So please go comment down, and you can subscribe to this channel if you think this is something that benefits you in one way or the other. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching this video so much.